History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Yeah, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. And so that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. There's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. We've seen 4 eagle rays at once. Just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, from being, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I've gone snorkeling a few times, or I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, two words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place our fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Welcome back to the stream. It is Thursday night. That means it's time for North American Dirt Track Racing Association. We are 358 mods. Open sets at USA. Cars are just starting to get into the field. Should be another great night of racing. One big move in the point standings. D.V. Runkle up to second position. John Buckley did not show up last week. So D.V. Runkle moves up into second. Garrett Zimmer still in first place. Garrett Zimmer is here tonight, as is D.V. Runkle. John Buckley, I don't see John in the field just yet. We do have some time. Big track tonight. Anything can happen. Looking forward to a great night of racing. If you're out there and you've tuned in before, greatly appreciate you coming back. If this is your first time for tuning in, welcome to Got Your Six Racing Network. You saw some of our promo videos speaking about our veterans. We are racing for awareness every time we open a stream here at Got Your Six Racing Network. 22 veterans a day take their own lives, which is totally unacceptable. We're trying to do our small part to raise awareness and let you know that there are places out there, organizations that are giving back to veterans, if that's you so choose to do. If you do know a veteran out there, maybe you haven't heard from them in a while, maybe you lost touch with them, reach out to them, let them know you care about them, and check on them, make sure they're all right. You never know where that conversation could lead. Healing begins with a conversation. So as always, on GY6RN, we are keeping veterans in our thoughts and prayers and doing whatever we can do to lessen that number of suicides. Sounds like the drivers are in their drivers meeting while they are still on the track. Excuse me. Garrett Zimmer, D.V. Runkle, John Buckley, Brian Lawson, and Austin Baker are your top five in the point standings. This is week number, I'm not sure what week number we're in. I have to get that for you, what week number we are in. Riding along with the 99 car, Billy Roberts. Billy Roberts is a regular. North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Like to thank those that help get this show on the air. Gears Unlimited and Kansas City area in Missouri. So if you ever need anything to do with gears, get a hold of those folks. You can see them in the top left of our stream. And we are also brought to you by Intimidation Creations. All of our sponsors, or the sponsors of NADTRA, will come up in the top right of the stream. Greatly appreciate anything you can do. Those people make this happen, so greatly appreciate if you show them some love if you're ever in the market for something that they do. Brian Lawson out on the track in the 9 car. Venom Racing driver. Magnum Race Designs. Got to put a special shout out to Brian Lawson in the 9 car. He did all of our logos for GY6RN and for Friday Night Lights. Greatly appreciate that. Brian does great work for us. Again, if you're out there, you're watching, you're kind of curious, this is a great group. Check them out. You can find them on Discord, or if you don't have a contact, you can let us know. You can find us on Facebook also. I will get the word to those that can get you in the league. Great group of guys. We've had some really good racing. I anticipate the numbers to increase. Open setups again, so gives some an advantage. So yeah, give them a try. We are coming to the end of this season. I know that they have a lot of stuff in the works for next season, so that should be pretty interesting. Looking forward to riding along with these folks. They've been super good to me, so always like to return that favor. Joseph Korn's in the 3 machine, $6.99 on his car, 3 on the SDK app out on the track. A long way around USA. Second in the point standings, DV Runkle in the throwback STP machine. DV Runkle going back to my days in that 81 machine. Great looking ride. I don't think DV Runkle has run the same car 2 weeks in a row yet. Great looking work by DV on those cars. Love seeing the STP throwback. Of course, he's got the Flieger Farms on board. Also, No Chance Esports driver. I did not know that. That's something new on me. 06 from New York. Currently second in the point standings. Him and Brian Lawson is still on the track. We will give you as many views as we can tonight. If you like what we got going on, please let us know. More importantly, if you don't like what we got going on, please let us know that too. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. There's no such thing as bad feedback. If we're doing something that you don't like, let us know. If there's something that we're not doing that you'd like to see, let us know that also. You can find us in many places, Twitch, YouTube. We are on Facebook, GY6RN Friday Night Lights. You can get a word to us in many different ways. You can leave a chat right here in Twitch or YouTube, however you're watching. We do stream to many different locations. Tonight we are on YouTube and Twitch. Riding around with your second place in the point standing, DV Runkle in the throwback STP machine. 78 car of Jared Trout. Trying to see where Jared is at in the point standings. I don't see him up there. Brian Lawson is fourth in the points. So Brian Lawson trying to make up some points on DV Runkle. I still do not see John Buckley in the field. We will listen to the rules. So if you're interested in coming into the
Tonight,
league, you'll know
on
what's
green.
going on.
Leader does not have lane choice. If leader jumps to green, a yellow will be put out. If it happens twice, they'll be moved to the rear. The driver taking place of the previous leader will start on green. After accident restarts, leader chooses when to fire and does have lane choice. It would be appreciated if the leader, while choosing his lane, would announce that. We have a ×3 caution systems in place tonight. After 3 yellows, we'll go to a single file restart. When under yellow, drivers must keep 2 car lengths back from the pace vehicle, 1 car width of spacing in between each row, and 1 car length between him and the driver in front of him. No brake checking under yellow. Caution laps do not count, and as always, all aggressive behavior will be penalized post-race by either 75 points or driver being disqualified. If it continues the next week, the driver participates, that driver will be ejected. There will be no clearing of black flags tonight. EOLs to be given upon request or for starting infractions. All mics will be muted before we take the green. I realize this is contradictory to the announcing where you're going to start high or low lane.
We will cut into the drivers' meeting. We're about ready to go racing here. Heat 1 cars have taken to the field. On the front row, Anthony Morano out of New Jersey. Outside of him, Jared Trout out of the West. D.V. Runkle is starting 3rd. Hunter Jarrell is 4th. Garrett Zimmer rounds out your field of 5 drivers. Cars will be running 10 laps around USA. My apologies, D.V. Runkle is, looks like he's on the pole. Draw to his outside in the 78 machine. Again, welcome to North American Dirt Track Racing Association. 358s at USA. Looking forward to a great night. D.V. Runkle is on the pole, going to bring him to the green flag. Outside of him, Gerard Trout. D.V. Runkle currently sitting 2nd in the points as we have talked. The 14 car starting in 3rd position is Garrett Zimmer. That is your points leader so far and sponsor of North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Up front, it will be the 81 car of D.V. Runkle. Don't know how hard these gentlemen will battle each other. A lot of points can be made or lost right here. Truck is off as D.V. Runkle brings it to the green flag. Green flag is out. We are underway. 81 gets a good jump on that bottom side. 81 is going to stay down low, cut across the grass. 14. Oh, Runkle up into the fence on the first lap. That's got to be heartbreaking. Starting on the pole. Just got a little bit too close to that fence, ends up on his lid. That puts Garrett Zimmer, I think, into 1st position. I don't know if the 81 car will get his position back. Pace truck is out. open wheel cars are not very friendly to walls or other vehicles. Looks like the 81 car cut down a little low. But that front tire rode up on the wall. This is only a heat race. He will be able to battle back through the feature. Your points leader, Garrett Zimmer, now on the front row. With Hunter Jarrell outside of him. Zimmer in the Zimmer Gaming Products number 14 machine. Outside of him is Jarrell in the, it's a Virginia's driver. Looks like DV Runkle may not come back out and take the green flag. It looks like Garrett Zimmer will take him to the line here. Anthony Morano in the 32 machine, currently in third position. We are back up front with Garrett Zimmer. Currently has over a 200-point lead over Runkle. DV really couldn't afford that tangle with the wall there. Zimmer will bring him to the green flag in the 14 machine. He is on the gas. We are underway. Zimmer gets a great jump on the field. Anthony Morano up to second position in the 32. From the back of the field up to second. Jarrell right behind him in the 80 machine. 78 of Trout is back in the back of the field. Looks like the race, the only race really on the track is between Jarrell and Morano. Jarrell trying to take that second position away from the 32. USA can be a tough place to pass. You're not missing up front. Your points leaders checked out. A 1.5 second gap over second place. In fact, the 80 car's having some issues with his internet connection. That might come into play. 80 down low, can't see where he went. 32 up high. They are wheel to wheel coming down the backstretch. He'll dive it down low once again. 32 still up high above the slick mark. Gets a good run off that top side. 32 car extends his lead over third place Jarrell a little bit. We are working lap 5 of 10. Looks like Jarrell may fall back into the clutches of Trout, and he will. 78 car down low. Up front, Garrett Zimmer opened up a over 2.5 second lead over second place Anthony Morano. .32 of Morano running in a comfortable second position. Jarrell still likes that bottom line, still ducking down there, trying to get underneath the 78. 78 up high, running in the slick, gets a good run off that top side, hits the wall. 80 was right behind him. Doesn't take much in these cars. You touch the wall with that open wheel and can cause all kinds of issues. 78 and 80, we're making up room on second place runner Anthony Morano. We are on lap 9 of 10. Your leader, Garrett Zimmer, takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. Morano in a comfortable second. 78 car. Just as I spoke, slides down, tries to get underneath the 32. Looks like these two may battle to the end. 78 low, 32 up high. 32 gets loose. He may lose third position, and he does. It's like Zimmer, Morano, Jarrell, and Trout in your finishing order. DV Runkle crashed early. He came back out on the track, but he will finish this heat in 5th position. Heat 2, we see Billy Roberts and Joseph Corns on the front row. Adam Flieger and Brian Lawson in row number 2. Keep an eye on that 9 car of Lawson, currently sitting 3rd in the points. They do random draw for starting positions in the heat races. 99 car Billy Roberts, Plains driver. Joseph Corns outside of him in the what is listed as the number 3 car, not the 99. We do have 2 99s on the front row, but that one on the outside, Joseph Corns, is actually number 3 according to SDK. Keep an eye on that 9 car. Venom Racing's Brian Lawson, currently 3rd in the points. Tight battle with DV Runkle. I'm sorry, Brian Lawson is 4th in the points. Up front, the 99 of Billy Roberts on the inside will bring him to the green flag. Pace truck will duck off this time by. Pace truck is off. 99 of Billy Roberts working towards the green flag. Restart is on green. Green flag is out. We are underway. Roberts gets a good jump on that bottom side. Gets to the outside really quick. Joseph Corns in a battle behind him. 38 car. Watch Adam Flieger coming up from the back, side by side with the 9 car of Brian Lawson. Billy Roberts pulling away from the field. Currently over a second gap in less than a lap. Brian Lawson up to 3rd position. Trying to go down low, get underneath Corns. Corns got into the outside wall, gave Brian Lawson a little advantage there at the end of that straightaway. Lawson down low, Corns up high. They do not make contact. Clean pass. Billy Roberts currently has about a 1.3 second lead over second place, the 9 car of Brian Lawson. Adam Flieger in the 38 car now up to 3rd position. Corns might have damaged that vehicle when he hit the wall. Go on board with Adam Flieger. Flieger Farms entry. Running behind Brian Lawson. We'll look out the back of the 38 car. I'm not real sure where Corns. There he is. Up front. Lead is growing. We're over a 1.5 seconds lead. Billy Roberts over Brian Lawson in the 9 car. Adam Flieger in the 38 trying to close in on the 9 of Lawson. You can see the lead that Billy Roberts has, comfortable lead. Increase that lead to 1.8 seconds over the 9 car of Lawson. Adam Flieger, you can see him back there behind Lawson in the 38 machine. Adam Flieger was the quickest that time by. Let's see if Adam Flieger can close in. Working lap 8 of 10. Robertson first, Lawson in second, Adam Flieger in third. Joseph Corns has fallen off the pace in the 99 car. Cars are equally spaced currently in follow the leader mode, as can happen here at USA. Your leader will take the white flag this time by, and he does. Billy Roberts out front. Got 4 corners left to go, now 3. Brian Lawson in second. No challenge from third place runner Adam Flieger in the 38 machine. Joseph Corns in the back. Billy Roberts, Brian Lawson, Adam Flieger, Joseph Corns are your finishing order for heat number 2. We will go into 5 minutes of warm-up, so we will be right back.
History repeats itself. History, a theme. One of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
You know, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their family's permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, And this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and like I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
Welcome back. We are just wrapping up warm-ups here at USA. Garrett Zimmer, your points leader, currently putting up the practice or warm-up quick time with a 23:5:25. Hunter Jarrell second, Billy Roberts third, Adam Flieger fourth. Looks like we had a few cars that didn't take to the track. D.V. Runkle and Brian Lawson. Looks like John Buckley, currently third in the points, did not show up tonight, so this could be a great points night for the number 9 car of Lawson. It is time for feature. Garrett Zimmer, Billy Roberts on the front row, Morano and Lawson in row number 2, Jarrell and Flieger in row number 3, Trout and Corns in row number 4. D.V. Runkle rounds out your field of 9 drivers. Garrett Zimmer is going to be hard to push off that pole. Your points leader. D.V. Runkle starting from the back. He's got some work to do. You're going to do some work. This is a pretty difficult track to get that done once everybody gets spread out. Kind of hard to make up time here, but we'll see how the STP car does coming from the back. 9 car of Lawson, Venom Racing driver, is currently in 3rd position and sitting 4th in the points. This could be a good night for Brian Lawson if he can stay towards the front of the field. We are going to run 45 laps, so this is a long one. Plenty of time to make up positions. Stick around. After the race is over, we will have interviews with your podium finishers. Again, if you're out there, thanks for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. We are a new broadcast company. Appreciate North American Dirt Track Racing Association giving us a shot. Looks like the 80 car is going to fall to the back of the field. We saw him flashing pretty bad in his heat race. Pace truck should duck off this time by Garrett Zimmer. Will bring him to the green flag. Pace truck is off. Restart is on green. Zimmer holding back the field. Green flag is out and we are underway. 14 car down low. Billy Roberts in the 99 machine to his outside. Zimmer slides up to that higher line. Billy Robertson second, Brian Lawson in the 9 car in third, Adam Flieger in the 38 car up to 4th position, up 2 positions, lap number 1. Keep an eye on that 06 or 81 car, DV Runkle, running back with the car that is flashing. Up front, Zimmer, Billy Roberts, Brian Lawson. Go on board and see Brian working the steering wheel behind Billy Roberts in the 99 machine. Ride with him. You can see Lawson staying just above that slick band right through the center of turns 3 and 4. Coming to the stand. Closes up on the back of the 99. This could be a good battle. Lawson dives down low, trying to get an advantage. Can't make it happen. Looks like the bottom is not there yet. Loses a little ground. Adam Flieger makes up ground on the 3rd place runner, 9 car of Brian Lawson. Out front, your points leader, Garrett Zimmer, opened up a almost 2nd gap over Billy Roberts. Not quite. Brian Lawson in 3rd. Adam Flieger in the 38 car having a great run tonight. Jarrell in 5th. Joseph Corns in 6th. DV Runkle is battling it out with the 78 car of Trout. Trout slides up high, Runkle down low. It appears that that bottom is definitely not there yet. We've seen a couple cars dive down low, get stalled out on that bottom line, not much drive off. Seems like the top is the place to be right now. That's where your top 3 are running. Zimmer, Roberts, Lawson running that top line. Adam Flieger right with them. Up front, Zimmer Gaming Products in the 14 machine leading the way. Got 0.7, just under a 2nd gap over the 99 car of Billy Roberts. We'll see if Roberts can track down the 14 car. Everyone getting spread out, nose to tail. I'd like to thank American Global Freight Systems and Gillette, Wyoming for sponsoring North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Greatly appreciated. Top 4 spread out. Behind him, Corns, Trout, Morano, not sure where the 81 car, there he is. Good look at the 14 car Zimmer Gaming Products entry. Brian Roberts not able to close that gap down. Matter of fact, Zimmer has increased the gap by just slightly. Brian Lawson hasn't been able to close the gap between himself and Roberts. Everyone is kind of in a stalemate here. Everyone holding their positions, no one going anywhere quick. Excuse me. Riding on board Adam Flieger in the 38 machine. On board with Billy Roberts, currently running in the second position. Working just the edge of that slick. Running a little bit lower than your leader, Zimmer. Working lap 18 of 45. Brian Lawson trying to close in on the 99 car. That could be a battle coming up. "14 out front from the drop of the green flag. Coming right at you, your leader in the 14 machine. Lawson right to the bumper of Billy Roberts. Brian Lawson able to close that gap down. The 99 car running about a half car lower on exit than is the 9 car. In 1 or 2, Brian Lawson closes that gap behind the 99 car, looking for that second position. Could use a great points night. DV Runkle currently in second points standings, running 9th. Your leader is out front. Out front, Garrett Zimmer's got almost a second gap. See if the 9 car putting pressure on second place Billy Roberts will speed up these two. Maybe they can close in on the leader a little bit. Adam Flieger's fallen off the pace a little bit. Maybe the second and third place car, Roberts and Lawson, are picking up the pace. Because it looks like they are closing in ever so slightly on the leader. Lawson pushing the 99. Your leader, Zimmer, gets into the wall. That opens the door for the 99. Put Billy Roberts to the lead. Eddie's into the wall once again. Your points leader. My goodness, I am not sure what happened. Let's play this through. I don't know what happened to the points leader. He was way out front all by himself. Going into turn 3. He just touches the wall. Man, it pulls that car right into the wall. He loses first and second position, ends up third, comes out of that incident, falls in behind the 9 car. Once again, the tail end slaps the wall, which drives that open wheel side into the wall. Oh, what a heartbreak for your points leader. He will take his car to pit lane. We're working lap 28 of 35, so still plenty of time. Billy Roberts to the point in the 99 car. Fourth in the points, Brian Lawson in the 9 car. Venom Racing driver, currently sitting in second position. Again, these are open sets, so not everybody has the same setup underneath them. Billy Roberts in the 99 car. We should go green next time by. One more lap of caution. Leader picks the outside. Leader does get the pick if he wants inside or outside. Looks like Roberts will take the outside, putting Brian Lawson to his inside in the 9 car. Adam Flieger in third position. Hunter Jarrell outside of the 38 car. Your leader is off. Brian Lawson doesn't let him get far. Lawson falls in line right behind the 99 car. Once again, Lawson closes in 1 and 2. Tries to dive down low, get underneath the 99 car. He takes a peek. Wasn't there yet. Caution comes back out. I'm not sure what happened. Adam Flieger looks like he ran into a little bit of a problem. Looks like he turned and the car did not. He collects your leader and the 3 car. Watch Brian Lawson on the restart. Looks like he had a good line underneath the 99 car. Brian Lawson looking for the win tonight. Zimmer and Runkle 1-2 in the points are running 6th and 7th, it looks like. Your leader in the points is back on pit road in the 14 machine. 99 out front. He will bring up to the green flag once again. Watch the number 9 car. Brian Lawson had a great run going into turn number 1 last restart. Hunter Jarrell now up to 3rd position. Anthony Morano in 4th. We'll see if your leader selects the outside line once again. It looks like he did select that outside line. Putting Brian Lawson back to his inside, the 9 versus the 99. Watch that 32 car of Anthony Morano restarting in 4th position. Had a good heat run. Pace truck, can't tell if the lights are still on or not. They must not be. He will pull off. Your leader is off. Lawson was trying to go with him. 32 car jumps to the outside of the 9 car. Anthony Morano looking for that second position. Lawson down low, 32 up high, 32 up to P2. Morano now going to try to get underneath the 99. He dives down low, 99 up high, 32 down low. You see corner exit. They come off about even. Looks like that bottom line is coming in a little bit. Better than it was before. 32 down low, 99 up high. Running right on the edge of the grass. Good run off by the 32. Getting a good drive off the corner. Ooh, looks like he catches that inside wall. Just enough for Brian Lawson in the 9 car to get by. Put Lawson back up to P2. Closes up on the 99 car. Looks like Lawson gets into the wall a little bit. 99 car takes it down low. We are working lap 31 of 45. We do have a way to go. 9 car is closing in at the both ends now. He was really closing in 1 and 2 early. And he will once again, it looks like. '99 into the wall. Lawson does an evasive move, gets by the 99 car. Put the 9 car Brian Lawson to the point. Anthony Morano in second. Good run. 99 car may fall back to 4th position. He's battling with the 80 car. Nine car of Lawson now on the point. Brian Lawson getting a little bit of a gap over half second over second place Anthony Morano. Working lap 33 of 45. '99 car falls back to 4th after brushing the wall. All it takes is one little touch in these cars. DV Runkle currently running the 6th. Garrett Zimmer in the 14 machine running in 7th. Joseph Korn's back there with them. Up front, looks like once the 9 car got to the point, opening up almost a second gap over Anthony Morano in 2nd position. See if Billy Roberts has anything for the 80 car of Jarrell. Jarrell currently in the 3rd and final podium finish position. Still flashing pretty bad. That might come into play with the 99 car when they start battling it out. Lawson up front by over a second now. 32 car of Morano in P2. 99 car dives down low. He's going to take a look under the 99. Closes in on that rear bumper. He may get by this time by 99 up high. 80 car down low. Billy Roberts back in your top 3, so he fights back from that little bit of damage that he received by hitting the wall. Billy Roberts up to P2. Good run off the top. Brian Lawson now with a little over a second gap over Anthony Morano. Will Billy Roberts have time to track down the 32 machine? We shall see over the closing laps here. We are working lap 39 of 45. Got 1 car down low. Might be a little bit too much of a gap for Billy Roberts to close that down. Brian Lawson out front, 1.1 second over Anthony Morano, the New Jersey driver in the 32 machine. Sound like the track's getting rough. Cars are starting to bounce, become a handful. This is a look out of Anthony Morano's 32 machine at your leader, Brian Lawson, in front of you. Billy Robertson third. Doesn't look like he's closing that gap much. We are back into nose to tail with plenty of gap in between all cars. Adam Flieger in the 38 in fifth. D.V. Runkle in sixth. Corns in seventh. Garrett Zimmer in the 14 machine all the way back to eighth position. Up front, the 9 car, Brian Lawson leading the way. Venom Racing driver, Magnum Race Designs. Just had a birthday last week. .32 of Anthony Morano. We are working lap 44 of 45. We are in the last lap. Brian Lawson opened up over a 2.5 second gap over second place. Billy Roberts in a comfortable third position. Looked like he drove the 99 car back to a podium position. But up front, the 9 car Brian Lawson will bring it to the line. With a 2.6 second gap over second place Morano, third place Billy Roberts, Jarrell Flieger, Corns. We'll get a word with these drivers here momentarily after they get their podium shots. Great race. USA can be tough. It's a very long track with these low horsepower cars. Sometimes you just get in a line and ride around. We did have some excitement there. See if we can get a word with these gentlemen. They are just finishing up their podium shots. Again, thanks for coming out, North American Dirt Track Racing Association, every Thursday night. Got a couple cars coming into the booth now. Waiting for the 99 car of Billy Roberts to come up. And there he is. Billy, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, I got to tell you. So you rode behind the 14 for quite a while. You kept him in your sights, and you were able to close that deal when he brushed the wall. I thought you were going to check out on the field, man. What happened?
Typical me. I just ran smack dab in the wall on my own.
You were out front. You know, these cars are a little hard to handle, right, when they start bouncing around. You held the lead for quite a while. You fell back to fourth, but you were able to battle back to a podium finish. How was your night? How did the track change? And what did you see from the seat?
The track was starting to get slick. I had way too much gear in it. Just driver error. I mean, that's all what it turned down to. 2 weeks in a row.
You know, man, it happens to everyone. I think great run by you. You were able to battle back. You led some laps. There's nothing to be ashamed of for sure, man. You drove a hell of a race. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
I got a lot of friends. Sponsorship. Rodzilla's Race Bodies, Gears Unlimited. I got Lake Housley Motorsports, a lot of people that just helped me out through this and, kind of backed me from my fun game here.
Yeah, man, this is a lot of fun. I enjoy watching. I enjoy driving, and man, you guys, you put on a heck of a show at NADTRA for sure. I like coming out to watch every Thursday night. I just get the great fortune of calling the race. Great run by you, my friend. You led some laps tonight. You keep running up front, and those wins are going to come. They're going to fall one after the other. So good run by you, man. Have a great night, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the 99 car Billy Roberts. Ran up front all night, had a brush with the wall, fell back to fourth, fought his way back to a podium finish. We will see the 99 in victory lane before you know it. He's running up front. Now we'll get a word with second place finisher Anthony Morano. Anthony, it's Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I'm here. How's it going?
Good, man. Good. Hey, good run by you. You were up, let's see, one position from your starting position. USA is kind of a hard track, right? You kind of get in line and drive, but it is difficult at times, as we saw a lot of those front cars brush the wall, and these open wheel cars just kind of suck right into the wall. How was your night? How did the track change? And did you have anything for the leader?
I definitely had nothing for Brian. He drove away from me. He ran a great race. It's USA. Sometimes they get real single file and you get sucked up into the outside. It's a lot of follow the leader, but there's a lot of throttle control here, and that's pretty much how you get to the front.
How'd the track change? There wasn't a ton of cars on the track, but it still looked like it slicked up a little bit. Did you feel that from the seat? Did you have to change your line throughout the night?
Yeah, I definitely had to move up more. I prefer to run the bottom here, but it just got too slick down there, and I got started getting tight, so just using a little bit of brakes. But I mean, it's USA. It's how it goes every time you're here.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm kind of a bottom guy at USA, but I saw a few cars go down early and try the bottom, and the drive off the bottom was just, there was nothing there. The top cars were running away from them. So great run by you, man. You got anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, like DV for hosting up the league. You guys for broadcasting it. My nephew Owen will be watching it tomorrow morning when he wakes up, I'm sure. So that's awesome for you guys to do that for us.
Yeah, man, love doing it. Great run by you. Put it on the podium in second position. Hope to see you next week. And thanks for coming out, man.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 9 car advances 3 positions. Got the fortune of some incidents in front of him, but was able to avoid those. Currently 4th in the points. We'll see how this shakes out. Your points leader finished 8th. And second in the points finished 7th. Third place did not show up. This might be a good night for the 9 car. Brian Lawson, how'd you see it?
Got lucky. I mean, Garrett, he was on rails. I don't think Billy or I had anything for him. He was gone. And I was trying to push Billy, but I didn't want to wreck him. And I knew if I went down low, I really didn't have anything. He'd pull a car length or two on me if I tried to take the low line to try to pass him. So I was kind of content just riding third, finishing third. And then Garrett clipped the wall and put us 2 first and second, and then Tony showed up on that one restart and gave us a little bit of a run for his money, but then unfortunately Billy had his mishap, and the skies opened up and just kept on pushing.
Yeah, man, that's got to get in your head a little bit when the 2 cars that you're following get up into the wall and fall back. It looks like you were a lot quicker than in 1 and 2 than Billy. Were you doing something different in 1 and 2? What did you see that he was doing?
I was driving it in really hard. I think I was taking a little bit lower of an entrance and letting it drift up. Not so much of a slider line, but maybe trying to diamond the corner a little bit. And you know, that was really the only thing I think I was doing different. We were pretty evenly matched in 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 was when I'd close up on him, definitely.
Yeah, late race, you closed it up on him when you guys were running second and third, and it looked like 1 and 2 is where you were making hay on the 99 car, man. But great run for you, my brother. You got anybody you'd like to thank for tonight?
Absolutely, DV for putting on this league. You guys for the broadcast. Congrats, Billy and Tony, on the podium finish. Magnum Race Design, got to thank them. Anybody needs a wrap, hit us up on Facebook. Friends, family, and last but certainly not least, my guys at Venom Racing.
And that's awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Lawson in the 9 car. I got to tell you, Magnum Race Designs did all the logos for GY6RN, and man, I couldn't be more proud of that. I think you saw the late model this afternoon that all your logos are all over that, man. So if you're in the need for some not only wraps but logos or anything for your websites, I highly recommend Magnum Race Designs. Brian Lawson does a super job. So great run by you, my friend, and hopefully
Thanks,
we will see you tomorrow, I hope, but we shall see how that plays out. If not, I wish you a great weekend and good run.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Yes, sir. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is North American Dirt Track Racing Association's Thursday night. USA got a little bit spread out, but there was some action, some single car incidents. I won't call them accidents, incidents. And we had some movement at the top of the field. Brian Lawson is able to capitalize that and bring the 9 car home to P1. He's currently 4th in the points, so we'll see what happens. We had 1 car not show up that's in the top 5, and we had 2 that finished in the back of the field. So greatly appreciate you tuning in. If you're out there and you're not a member of NADTRA, make sure that you get a hold of these folks. Great group of guys. And they do put on a hell of a show. So thank you for tuning in from the bottom of my heart. I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully we will see you tomorrow night. We will be on the air for Friday Night Lights. But more importantly, we hope we see you back here next Thursday night for more North American Dirt Track Racing Association. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back. And every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars are going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.